If you plan on coming to Prime and my videos have helped you in any way, please feel free to use my driver code on your application. It might help you out. It definitely helps me out. The driver code is DAVIGR. Hello and welcome back to Keep Moving Forward. This is Ross. I'm gonna try and give you a better idea of what a week's like for me. So I left out this morning, was supposed to leave out yesterday morning, but had a problem with my APU, or at least I thought I did. For some reason came out to the truck, and I know the reason now. Came out to the truck and it was dead. Had to get my daughter to give me a jump start, which she did, and the truck started. So on my way, I was on my way to go pick up a load at the JBS in Beardstown. 2-stop load, both of them going to Memphis. So got 10 miles down the road or so, and I noticed that my voltage was not going up. It was still in the red. So I pulled over, called Road Assist, and they said to let it run for an hour, in which I did, and eventually the voltage got up to 13.6 in the white. But I had everything shut off to see why the APU didn't kick on while I was at the house. And yeah, the APU never kicked on. It got down to 12.6, 12.4 on the voltage, somewhere around there. And never did start. So Road Assist said, looks like I'm gonna have to go to a Thermo King. Well, the nearest Thermo King was in Quincy, under an hour away, not a big trip, but they wound up taking the load off of me, which kind of sucks, because it was, if anybody knows, usually loads coming from JBS, Cargill, meat loads pay pretty well, and this one did. It would have helped me out a lot, but they took the load off of me. So off I go to get the APU looked at. Got to the Thermo King, and there was a long line. So I wound up waiting for about an hour, and it occurred to me that I never checked the settings back in the bunk. It was turned off. So I turned it back on, turned the truck off, and within 5 minutes the APU was running. So, long story short, at least I did not have to wait to get into Thermo King, but they sent me another load that didn't pick up to the following day, which is where I'm at now. Well, I'm not picking up the load. I'm here getting a empty trailer at the Manuka terminal. Actually, a lot better than I was expecting as far as terminals go. It's not chaotic like it is at the bigger terminals, which is a good thing. Sorry about that. I didn't realize my camera had dropped so low. So I am on this load. It is picking up in Joliet, Illinois, and I have 2 stops around Nashville. One's in Nashville, and other one's in an outlying town close to Nashville. And the downside, this pays decent. Downside is there is so much time on this load. So for now, I am also still having to be home weekly. It's only been a few days since my last post, but have to be home weekly for wound care on my left leg. That's all I've got for now. I will tap back in with you later once I've got a trailer and I am on the way to the shipper. Still waiting on dispatch to send me a trailer to pick up here at the Manuka terminal. I would think as many empty trailers as I'm seeing that they would have already got back to me, but that's not the case. Anyway, tap back in with you later. Love you guys. See you soon. And welcome back. We are backed into the door. I picked up the trailer. I didn't bother filming that because I'm so slow doing it with my leg injury. I'm sure you guys don't want to wait for me to do that. But I am backed into the dock door in Joliet, waiting to get loaded. 2-stop load. And the 90, or the 02, I should say, is 7 hours away. 7.5. I've got about 6.5 left on my clock. And it doesn't deliver until the day after tomorrow. So, like I said, plenty of time on this load. I will, once it cools down, I know the truck thermometer's off, but it's showing 109. It's going to be hot. It ain't that hot. But once it cools off in the evening, once I'm parked, I will probably go ahead and put my decals on the truck if it cools down enough. They say it best to be in the 70s to do this, to get the best adhesion and all that. Probably spray down with some kind of cleaner where I'm putting the decals at, which they will be behind, in between the door and the storage door. So in that big area there is where they'll be. I can't put it on the door because Prime's logo's there. But once I get that done, I'll let you see. I don't know what this guy's doing, but I'll let you see what it looks like, the finished product. I'll tap back in a little while. Thank you. See you in a bit. And there we go. There is the finished decal. On retrospect, the guy in the center holding his hand up, I should have done it in green too because the black doesn't stand out. But, you know, we'll use it as an Easter egg. If somebody gets close enough to look at it, they'll see it. And it's good enough for me, and I ain't paying more money to redo it. But yeah, I wish it would have been in green. There you go. And that's gonna wrap it up for the day. Hope you enjoyed the scenic drive. First time pulling video off of my Garmin. I thought I'd add it in, maybe something a little bit more interesting, something to look at. Yeah, too hot to do the passenger side because the sun's beating directly on it. The driver's side got done, and it gave me a chance to see how it looked as far as the decal goes. I will post a link in the description where I got those made at. If you're interested in doing something like that, check them out. Fairly affordable. After getting it done, I realized I could have done the same thing with my vinyl cutter at home and saved a bit of money. So, and the way I did the lettering, I did it all in Canva. Pretty simple. There's templates that you can use, pre-made templates. You just change the wording and you add an image of your own somewhere in that design. And me, I just found a picture from Rocky Balboa, and thankfully you can't see the dog, but it's the scene where he's holding the dog, and after he's run to the top of the steps and throws his hand up in the air. But I did that and did the background eraser on Canva to where the only thing in the picture was just his body. And then when I went to order the logos, I just in the notes had them know that I wanted the whole image blacked out. And so I sent them the design I wanted, and they sent me back the vinyl transfer. If you have any questions, drop a comment, leave your email address, and I'll get back to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. First time doing a vlog style video, and I will probably be doing another one tomorrow, continuing on this trip. So for now, everybody take care. Love you guys. Be safe. Bye.